Good evening, everybody. Let's start off with the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Mr. Superintendent, would you give the safety?
Sure. Through the chair, we have 2 exits in case of emergency located on the left side, my left side here. If those are blocked, we do have another exit right up here up front. We'll push that door open and go to the left and out the classroom door there. Available exit will be outside.
Good, thank you. Just before we get into things, you'll notice we have 2 video cameras in the room, so next meeting will be big. Excuse me. Item number 1, routine matters. We have approval of the regular sorry about that. Yep. Sorry, folks. Public hearing. Okay, all right. We're starting off tonight's meeting with explanation of the school choice. Therefore, I'm going to pass it over to the superintendent director.
Sure. Through the chair, the school committee must vote prior to June 1st as to whether the district will or will not participate in the school choice program for the next school year. As we continue to have a large waiting list each year for in-district students, we do not have additional slots for other district students. Therefore, I am recommending that the school committee vote not to participate in the school choice program. The superintendent director recommends the school committee vote not to participate for the 2022-2023 school year.
Okay. Any questions? Okay, do I have a motion to so moved?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, guys, have it. Thank you. Do we have any questions? Well, I didn't ask the public. Any questions? Okay. Need a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second. Tim, seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. I'm sorry. Turn off all your phones, please. Okay, all right, let's roll into our regular meeting. Okay, this is the meeting of our regular board meeting, starting with item number 1, approval of minutes for our regular meeting minutes, April 4, 2022. Motion to accept.
Motion to approve.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Abstain. 1 abstain. Opposed? Okay, ayes have it. Thank you. Approval of warrants. Are they here tonight? No. Okay. Correspondence? There is none. Student advisory, Marlee. Hi.
Hi.
Is tonight your, do you have one more night or tonight is your last? June?
June 5th. I graduate June 6th, so I don't know if I'm supposed to come to the meeting June 6th. I graduate June 5th, sorry.
Well, we expect you in September.
Graduation, I believe, is fully planned. It's going to be at the DCU Center. And this week and next week are the AP testing weeks. I have one tomorrow morning, actually.
What subject?
AP Environmental Studies. I will say though, it seemed kind of disorganized this year. Like we didn't know where our AP tests were being held until 2 p.m. today, which was a little odd. So hopefully next year will go better. But the state skills competition was just this past Friday. We had a lot of competitors I've heard many good things about, especially the Teamworks team. We had 2 of them. They did very, very well. And our award ceremony is going to be next Friday, the 13th. So we'll see how we did then. And prom is on Friday.
Makes sense. You have a class trip?
Yes, we do have a class trip. On the 31st, we're going to a Woo Sox game. Oh, Sox.
Through the chair. Through the chair.
Yes,
We want to
sir.
recognize all the hard work and dedication that Marley has given to the school committee this year, and we have a little token of our appreciation.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes.
Molly, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to represent the student body here and keep us up to snuff as to all the activities going on. And I know we'll see you graduation night, and I hope you enjoy
The
your trip.
NHS induction ceremony is also tomorrow night. I forgot to mention that.
Oh,
Where we missed out on inducting the juniors and seniors previous years because of COVID. We couldn't have one, so we're inducting all of the sophomores through seniors
oh, great,
tomorrow. So
cool.
thank Mr. Estabrooks. He put so much work into that.
That's great. Well, thanks for that heads up. All right. And I'm sure when we have a chance to go around, everybody will have their say for you also, but while I got you, thank you. Good luck at WPI. We're hearing good things about you. Old business, there is none tonight. Citizen participation.
I don't have much. If someone will return an email, I don't have to speak at all.
Okay.
Would you return an email, Mr. Green?
Would I return an email?
Yeah, if I email you, will you email me then? Who should I email if I want a response?
Well, you could, me or the superintendent.
Okay.
Yep. Thank you. Yep. On the new business presentations, acceptance of the FY21 financial reports from Scanlon and Associates. We have already, the audit committee went through and accepted it. Should be here. Well, so let's move up. Okay, you can read it? All right.
So, through the chair, as the chair stated, Scanlon Associates have completed the annual audit. The audit subcommittee was held this evening, just prior to the public hearing on school choice. A representative from Scanlon Associates, Tom Scanlon, reported to the subcommittee on the report, and it is with the recommendation of the audit subcommittee, the superintendent director, and the school business manager that we recommend the school committee vote to accept the FY21 annual audit from Scanlon Associates LLC as presented.
Any questions? Do I have a motion?
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Nice happen. Thank you. School choice.
Through the chair, the school committee must vote prior to June 1st as to whether the district will or will not participate in the school choice program for next school year. Again, as we continue to have a large waiting list each year for in-district students, we do not have additional slots for our district students. Therefore, I recommend the school committee vote not to participate in the school choice program. The superintendent director recommends, again, that the school committee vote not to participate in the 2022-2023 school year school choice.
Any questions?
Should that be a roll call vote? Since it's, well, we're voting all together to vote no.
So you can make a motion.
I just always remember it being a roll call vote. Right?
Okay.
I'd like to make a motion that it be a roll call.
Second.
Second, Jim,
Back here.
chairman of the
My
audit,
battery went dead.
the audit chairman. Okay, so we'll do a roll call. Oh, actually, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Yes.
Before you go, Sue, could you clarify what a yes vote is?
What the yes vote is, that you're approving not to participate in school choice.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Joseph Becker.
Aye.
Alfred B. Lin. Al?
I
Yes,
can only ask that as many school committee members attend the memorial service on May 26th.
Al, we're voting,
We're gonna vote now.
we're voting on the school
Oh,
choice.
no. I'm
Not-
in favor,
Okay,
against school choice.
Jim Caldwell,
Yes.
Donald Erickson,
Yes.
Jesselyn Gosher,
Yes.
Donald Gillette,
Yes.
Dave Renier,
So you wanted to comment about which one?
Ellen Lenti,
Yes.
Donald Montville,
Yes.
Emery Pantos.
Yes.
John Pulowski,
Yes.
Albert Wright,
Yes.
Steve Shore,
Yes.
Timothy Shore.
Yes.
Robert Tremblay,
Yes.
Robert Wilby, he's absent, Bob Sikowski.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, good, thank you all. Item C, approval of revised admissions policy.
Sure, through the chair, policy subcommittee, the superintendent director, and the Bay Path admissions committee recommend the school committee vote to approve the amended admissions policy file JF as submitted.
Any questions? Make a motion to accept?
So moved.
Second, Doc. All in favor?
Can I just ask one question to the chair? And I apologize because I missed the beginning portion of the policy subcommittee, but can I assume that this is pretty much a state mandated policy change that needs to happen based on state guidelines?
It is through the chair, during the DESI technical assistance session on discipline sections in the admissions policy that was held on December 22nd and again on January 5th. The Associate Commissioner of College, Career, and Technical Education notified 13 regional and 10 comprehensive schools about a potential misalignment between what the new regulations require and what the state has seen in the newly adopted admissions policy of those schools. In essence, it had to do with misalignment in the area of discipline language, what can and cannot be counted. So a further explanation would be the inclusion in the policy that Southern Worcester County Regional Vocational School District will only consider student conduct that resulted in suspensions or expulsion pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 71, subsection 37H, or Mass General Law, Chapter 71, subsection 37H and a half, or resulted in suspension or expulsion for more than 10 days for a single infraction or cumulatively pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 71, subsection 37H and 3/4 when determining applicants' conduct rating. So in essence,
It's a pretty severe disciplinary act.
there's one statement.
Any other questions? Okay, so we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Oh, that was on you.
I got you. I'm watching. Okay, I have. Thank you. Approval of the FY22 budget appropriations.
Sure. Through the chair, Marine Pool Business Manager submitted a budget appropriation for FY22 to Due to last minute changes in the final state budget passed late June 2021, FAPAP has $39,260 in additional funds for the FY22 budget. These funds needed to be appropriated via a vote of the school committee. It's a recommendation of the business manager, the following appropriations of the breakdown for the $39,260. $4,000 to account 19 superintendent's office supplies, $6,000 to account 511 superintendent discretionary fund, $10,000 to account 38 vehicle maintenance, $5,000 to account 36 building equipment repair, and $14,260 to account 426 athletic equipment. The available funds of $39,260 come from the following changes to the FAPAP FY22 budget. A $3,898 increase in minimum contributions from member districts, $16,312 increase in Chapter 70 state aid, and $11,700 and $7,000 decrease in school choice assessment. The superintendent director and the school business manager recommend the school committee vote to appropriate the $39,260 of additional funds for the FY22 as submitted.
Any questions?
Can I ask? Sorry for all the
That's all right.
questions, but the decrease in school choice, so even though we don't partake in school choice, it's still assessed.
Through the school chair, that school choice are students who live in the district and attend other vocational programming.
Okay,
So do you want an example or you got it?
no, I got it now, unless anyone else does, but yeah.
Any other questions? Have a motion?
Sorry,
Jeff?
is the athletic equipment identified, what you need, $14,000 in athletic equipment?
I believe most of it is. Off the top of my head,
Okay.
I cannot account
Okay, all right.
for all of it.
Any other questions? Okay, do I have a motion to accept?
Second.
All in favor? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. E, transfer funds.
Through the school chair, attached from our business manager, Irene Cool, who, let me just say, would be here tonight, but is at the town meeting for Paxton this evening. School business manager recommends school committee vote to authorize the transfer of $235,000 into the transportation reimbursement fund. These funds will be used in FY23 to offset the student transportation costs assessed to member towns. This amount is based on the current projections of Chapter 71 state reimbursement and FY22 expenses. As we get closer to June, if the revenue and expense numbers warranted, a request for additional funds will be made. The amount requested is $235,000. The superintendent director and the school business manager recommend the school committee vote to approve a budget transfer of $235,000 to the regional transportation reimbursement fund account number 26.
Any questions?
No, I'll make a motion. How's that? I'll make a motion to do the budget transfer of $235,000 to the transportation reimbursement account.
Okay, do I have a second? Seconded. All in favor? Opposed? Thank you. Gotta give you that thing. All right. Item C, information and proposals, report from the superintendent director.
Through the chair, I've submitted a written superintendent director report. I'm happy to answer any questions on that. Two remarks.
Anybody have any questions from the report? Or you want to wait your turn and you could ask going around the room also. Subcommittee reports. Audit subcommittee, Mr. Caldwell.
I can say that we've completed our duties as the audit subcommittee with the acceptance of the audit.
Thank you. Budget subcommittee, Mr. Short. Tim.
Well, we have our annual town meetings to approve our budget for. Hopefully should fly right through.
Have all the towns done their budgets, or we still going through that process?
Northbrookfield's still in here.
So through the chair, we presented to all the towns that requested a presentation to the finance subcommittees. This tonight kicks off all town meetings for 10 communities. With tonight being Paxton, and then every night this week, including Saturday, there's a town meeting where they're voting on our budget. And then the following 2 Mondays after this week, there'll be town meetings. So in my report, I published the dates and times for all of those. And Mr. Caldwell is correct. North Brookfield is the only one that delayed the budget until June.
Yeah, usually we pass over financial items, big financial items till June. And then we budget.
See building grounds, Mr. Ruby's not here. Negotiation subcommittee, Mr. Erickson?
We have ongoing negotiations with paraprofessionals and Unit M. Our next meeting is on the 12th of May. And it's looking pretty good.
Well, thanks for doing it. Policy subcommittee, Doc?
We, the subcommittee for the policy had met prior to this meeting and recommended as far as the admission policy and also the housing policy was reviewed. And the public comment at school committee meeting policy, which has been brought forward to this to the school committee for approval.
Thank you. Warrant subcommittee, please make sure that you're getting to those warrants to sign them.
Not here.
Not here,
They're not here tonight.
they're not here tonight, but if you have a chance to come up, it's important that the subcommittee folks, at minimum, subcommittee folks get to sign.
Yeah.
D, future business, next meeting will be held here at 7 o'clock, Monday, June already, June 6th. Topics for future agenda, send them to me or to the superintendent's office. And remarks from the superintendent director.
Through the chair, I want to start with a couple of celebrations, whereas yesterday was National School Principal Day. I would be remiss if I didn't recognize our own selfless and dedicated school principal, Mr. Cliff Cloutier. As you know, it's our 50th anniversary, and Cliff has been at the facility for nearly all 50 of those years, starting as a freshman the very first year, leaving for a short time to attend college, and then returning to us shortly thereafter in a variety of roles. So the past 40 years, culminating with his distinguished career as principal. So thank you.
Thanks for yesterday off.
Yes, I gave him yesterday.
He's gonna get the biggest rocket chair ever made.
And in terms of appreciation, today starts the Teacher Appreciation Week. And I'd like to point out that we would not be able to perform any of these wonderful and life-changing achievements for our students without the loving, dedicated efforts of our highly skilled instructors and support staff. To them, we owe our most sincere appreciation. And tomorrow, we're having a staff appreciation luncheon. Of our appreciation for all the staff. So 10:40 to 1:30 to accommodate all 4 lunches and schedules. So quarter of one. So the restaurant is shut down and we'll be serving all of our teachers. So there were several items that were brought up. I just want to go through and address them. And I start off by thanking Marley for her wonderful dedication. Congratulations. I'll start with HVAC. There were humidity concerns in the advanced manufacturing. So facilities superintendent continues to monitor the humidity levels in the shop, and all readings are within the current recommended ranges. We will continue to monitor that throughout the spring season and over the summer to see what varying levels of humidity we have on that and see what we can do if needed to mitigate the humidity. Metal fabrication space concerns. Proposed steel building structure is being architecturally drafted in CAD with a schedule of drawing completion of early May. Additionally, we've secured quotes for environmentally controlled storage containers, the Connex type boxes, 40-foot storage container. And we have 2 quotes from Eagle Leasing, one for a lease over the year that includes, it's a 40-foot steel container with forklift ramps, lighting, pipe racks, and locks. And we also have a purchase price on that. Initially from that quote, if we were to go that route and it was a viable route, it would make sense to purchase the 40-foot container with the controls rather than lease it year over year on that. Because we're waiting other quotes for those, and we also made a clarification on the quotes to make sure that they were environmentally controlled, that they come with. They talked about the lighting, the pipe racks, the ramps, but they quote didn't specifically state the splitter unit on that. So we're going to confirm that, and then we'll have that to gauge against the building plan as well. Carpentry shed building proposal is in the hands of Mr. Rickson, the lead carpenter. So once that's complete, Mr. Tripp will review with carpentry and propose a recommendation to the admin and the school committee on the shed building program. Home building policy and the veterans bill, we talked about that in the policy subcommittee, and we will also solicit the home building policies from our colleagues and run that through the insurance and legal counsel as well. Spring advisory meetings, I was told tonight, prior to this, we were short too. I was told we have all our spring advisory minutes, so we'll compose those, compile them electronically, and send them to all school committee members on that. Construction prep period concerns upon direction from me and after discussion with our BPTA president Todd Chalupka and electrical. Mr. Tripp visited cluster shops at various times over the past several weeks during the scheduled prep periods of the offsite construction instructors. Mr. Tripp observed that all students were engaged in various educational activities to include, but not limited to, prepping for the day, the picking up and loading of snacks, lunch, beverages from school nutrition, work journal reflections, shop-specific tasks assigned by the instructors, etc. In these visits, Mr. Tripp noted that the objectives and prep period work assignments were posted on the whiteboards for all students. And the LPA, I have a breakdown of the LPN program fees. I know that was a question at the last one, as well as financial aid assistance for our LPNs. So practical nursing students financial options available to them through FAFSA. They're eligible for Pell Grants, a maximum of $5,920. Mass grants, Stafford Direct student subsidized loans, annual max of $5,500 for dependent students and $9,500 for independent students. Stafford Direct students unsubsidized loans, a max, same max, $55 for dependent and $9,500 for independent students. Scholarships and grants, there's a Workforce Central, Mass Hire, the max for that is $8,000. There's a TOP Section 30 grant available. There's a PEO, which is a philanthropic educational organization, PCE grant for a max of $3,000. There's the National League of Nursing, the Massachusetts Rhode Island League for Nursing scholarships, and the amounts of $500. Greater Worcester Community Foundation scholarships varies year to year. PayPal Regional Vocational Technical High School Health Tech scholarship of $500, MBA post-secondary award of $500. Urban Forward HIF scholarship of $5,000, Mass Senior Care Foundation scholarship of $2,000, Dudley's Women Club Academic Award of $1,000, Shauna Larassa Memorial Scholarship of $500, Ratio Alger CT Scholarship of $2,500, a Big Y Scholarship of $500, as well as other Sally Mae private credit loans, $11.99 SEU funds and training, employment GI Bill, BRE beneficiaries, Chapter 33, and Yellow Ribbon Program, as well as Wells Fargo Educational Finances and the Harrington Hospital tuition reimbursement. So there's a plethora of funds available. And if you want, I can read through the breakdown, or I can forward a copy of the breakdown of the fees to everyone electronically for the teens fees.
Those are in the packet.
Oh, yeah, I'm in the packet. All right, so I can answer any questions on any of that.
So my concern originally was a person that would just say doesn't have any money that wants to get in the program. Apparently, if they're approved, there's plenty of help. But that person who, let's just say, is separated, doesn't have the money to get day-to-day, hasn't been able to navigate the comparatively generous benefits available in the state. If that person doesn't have the money to apply, they're not going to be able to proceed. And I'm wondering, it doesn't have to be tonight's meeting, certainly not tonight's meeting, we've had a lot of meetings, but I would like to see a way for somebody that does not have any funds to be able to apply without paying for the fee. And I don't want anyone to take advantage of it. So of course, if a person can, it's kind of easy to demonstrate that you have zero income or virtually no income. I think if someone would just say that is often, like within the court system, you can earn I think 2 or 3 times the poverty level and have your court filing fees waived, excuse me, in the civil court. I'd like to see at least someone at, let's say, the poverty level to be able to have that application fee waived. Because however small it may be, there are, I'm sure, people that don't have the resources to apply that might otherwise get through. And if that's a lot of, if that takes some extra work, a little homework, I'll be happy to do it, because I think it would be unfortunate if someone stuck in a minimum wage job their whole life because they couldn't come up with $100 that particular weekend. So thank you so much for doing the work you did do. You've always been very good about answering any questions that I've had. And sometimes my questions are based on my just not knowing how we do things here, because I'm probably one of the newest members of this committee, but I would like to see somebody without resources to be able to apply for that if they don't have it. It's very nice to see, and you've confirmed that if they do get approved, that they will have sufficient resources to be able to proceed. Thank you, sir.
Sure. And through the chair, I'll follow up with that director to see if there is a waiver process for the application for the TEAS testing as well.
Thank you, sir.
And the last remark I have is we had a wonderful presentation of the workforce skills, future skills roadshow was held here at 10 a.m. this morning. It was well attended. We had over 50 attendees. We had the Undersecretary of Workforce Development, Jennifer James Price. We had the Undersecretary of Housing and Economic Development, Mark Fuller, and we had the Assistant Secretary of Career Education, Bob LePage, and we had Jeff Turgeon of Mass Hire. And it was a wonderful opportunity for employers to come in, hear what we do, and talk about what their needs are and how Mass Hire works with the Skills Cabinet, who works with Commonwealth Corp to link employers with training facilities so that we can provide our students as well as our community members the skills they need for viable employment and a better life. Well attended, several accolades for how well my students presented, in terms of the culinary and still students look beautiful in their red coats, escorting and answering questions to our visitors. So it was a great opportunity. Mr. Erickson was there. It was
Very good.
yeah, and I think every one of the secretaries said, this is great, I've never been to Bay Path, it's great to see what's happening out here. And they want to continue the great work and link up with our students as well.
I got to do my favorite thing. I brought people around and introduced them to the instructors in the trade areas. So they have a direct contact with PayPal. And the comments that I got as we went to the building, they said, it's a beautiful building. And hopefully it'll stay that way until I'm not around.
Another renovation before that.
Could be an Erickson, right?
Yeah. You gotta remember, I'm the only one that remembers Cliff as a student here.
Was he a good student? Okay,
And he survived.
okay. Any other questions for the superintendent? Okay, Mr. Blondell, starting with you.
Thank you. I do have a question for Superintendent. What's the status on the house project this year, and what are you going to do with that, with the applicant received for next year's house project?
So through the chair, and defer to Mr. Tripp, I will say that it's well underway. It's finally, the house is finally enclosed. Progress, its roof, the windows are in, the doors are in. It's moving along great. And I believe I'll turn it over to you, Mr. Tripp.
Yeah, just to the chair, they are behind. Last report, 6 weeks behind for various reasons. As of this week, they're siding the house. It's sealed in, the windows and doors are on. They're still doing rough electrical, rough plumbing. Applicant this year, the superintendent wants to talk about that.
So the applicant this year, we received one application, is an employee of Bay Path, an instructor. And they were spoken to that there is a delay and that project will not start next year due to the completion of this house.
Will that applicant be the choice for the following year?
Sure.
Advertising?
So through the chair, not knowing what would happen with the housing policy, presenting it, reviewing it through the subcommittee, we left that open and didn't say that it was a definite for next year, but we would consider that.
Yeah, that person obviously did the legwork, whatever, to complete the application and so forth, so. Should say that one. So, thank you. Yes, thank you.
Marley, congratulations. Thank you for being with us this past year on the board, and wish you the best at WPI.
Marley, wish you the best at WPI in your future, and like to thank all my friends and colleagues here for the support of the last few months.
Congratulations, Marley. Quick question. What is your major going to be?
Biomedical engineering.
Oh, good. Someone had asked, and I knew it was up there as far as your studies. And congratulations.
Thank you.
Mr. Beelan.
Congratulations, Marlene. Success. Stay happy, stay safe. Adding another note, May 26th is coming fast, as you know. It's going to have an additional situation when we're going to be doing the memoriam for Jack Corain. And what I'd like to know is if the committee members that plan on attending, if I could get a show of hands, so at least I could arrange the seating in front of the honor stones for the committee. And they would be then part of a presentation to Jack Corain's wife, Gail. And as he being part of the Bay Path family for 10 years, serving from Auburn, it would be very helpful And it is an addition over and above what we normally do. But I think it's well appreciated if we do that, so. If we could have a show of hands, so at least I know how many chairs we could put out there. Thank you.
That's it, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock,
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock,
25th,
26,
6.
6.
It's 9 o'clock.
Thursday.
Thursday, May 26th. Okay, thanks for doing that, Al. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman. Marley, congratulations on your achievements. Study hard in your chosen field, because look around the room, there's probably gonna be a few of us that are gonna need some of your inventions. And another note, I was curious if Mr. Scobie's raw video will be available to towns for their use, or whether or not this is privately held.
So that's where you know.
Well, you can answer it right now. What's the intent?
Will you tell me what you're doing with yours?
That's not the question.
Yeah,
The question is,
that was my question. I was gonna email you.
okay,
Will that link be available?
well, right now the question is for you or yours.
I'm not answering my questions.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you. Congratulations, thank you for taking the time. There's better things to do sometimes, even on Monday, Tuesday night. But very best. Very well. WPI. I probably keep my mouth shut, but my town had a award-winning cable system for quite a few years when Mr. Paul Zotos was running our program. And I don't think I ever saw a situation where our televised meetings, he was even televising some of our subcommittee meetings. It was a great way for taxpayers. And some of us may not be comfortable, some of us might start wearing ties, who knows, but it's a great way for the taxpayer to know what's going on. And some of the best ideas that came at future meetings were from people that happen to watch it, maybe while they're getting ready for work, and it's on home at the cable TV system. And we've got nothing to hide here. I've never seen anyone try to hide anything. We got a superintendent that answers our questions openly. We got a staff, I've asked questions here. They're up here with answers, sometimes within a half hour. So I think this is a wonderful thing. I'd love to see all of our cable systems carry our meetings, because I think we're an example for the other bodies of government throughout our 10 communities. So I can understand why people are a little uncomfortable with it, but that's what America's all about. Having open meetings, people knowing what's going on. And I think it's as good a way as waving our flag as going to a parade. You know, it's good to show people what's going on. It makes them feel better, and it does invite good input from the community sometimes.
Thank you, John. Well,
In the past, we've had various cable companies come in, and after 2 or 3 months, they disappeared. So it was up to them. Always have been open to.
I'm sure we have it.
But people have decided not to cover us.
anything else, John? You all set?
That's all. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you, John. Molly?
The only thing I forgot to mention was you mentioned it's Teacher Appreciation Week this week. Student Council all the members of Student Council hand wrote thank you cards to each of the teachers, which will be distributed this week, and it's something we do every year, which is very good, I think.
Great. Thank you. Mr. Shore?
Just hoping some of Marley's intelligence drifts over my way. So it's been a pleasure. You've been a great student rep.
Thanks, Tim. Emery?
Congratulations, Marley. I echo
Tim's head breeding.
I'd like to congratulate you as well. I'm a WPI student, took 11 years. When you pay for it out of your own pocket, it takes a while. But congratulations.
Congratulations. Always good to see bright young people take advantage of their education here. And as most of you know, I've kind of linked to Skills USA for the last 45 years. And I work for clothing. I got the new t-shirt on. Another note, the NBA new teacher of the year, Jim Pius Plumbing. He's decided to put forth his name to the ACT for next year's consideration. So that should work out very well. Other than that, I'm done.
All right, thanks. Justin?
I actually have a couple of things. I was here a couple hours ago. With my sister, we picked up 6 Adirondack chairs that the carpentry shop had made. I put it in order last year, and Matt Rickson gave us a tour of the shop and showed us everything the kids make and what grades were, making certain things, and some of the mistakes of the chairs they made, and some picnic tables, and how they're making some sheds. So that was really impressive. We were there for probably 45 minutes. And he said they do any outside thing that's broken or that anybody needs fixed, like they're fixing a gate for somebody's fence right now. And that was really nice. So I saw that. And then my daughter also graduates this year, and her prom is Friday. And I want to congratulate you also. And I was just wondering if this year I could hand my daughter her diploma this year also, because she'll be my 3rd and last one graduating from here.
Yes.
And I didn't know if it was possible for me to do that again. As far as like having 6 of my family members, would they be able to sit with me up in the front? Or how does that work?
We'll take care of it.
All right, awesome, thank you.
Good answer.
It's special. I gave my 3 kids theirs when they
It's just-
graduated.
It's awesome. I mean, it's just been me and them since I've been a single mom for a long time, and it just really means a lot to me.
Yeah.
So,
You gonna give a speech also?
no. No, I don't like getting up in front of people. No.
Oh, that's good to know. We'll have a microphone ready
No.
for you.
No.
All right, that's good. Al?
Molly, congratulations, do a good job there. It's a great school. I didn't go there.
Good, thanks, Al. Ellen?
Mrs. Smiley, have a very exciting future life. Sure you will, and you'll do well. And then I wanted to ask Mr. Tripp, what are our students doing down at the Second Chance? Because I see the bus go by almost every day. What are they still doing there?
Yeah, so through the chair, occasional here and there. So Mr. Martinson, cabinet meetings, helping put up a whiteboard, just minor alterations of trying to bring it up to standard for Desi's visit. It's a little bit here and there. There was a fire alarm wiring at one point.
I see. I just wondered because the dedication was held and it seemed like it was complete.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Still going to hold a meeting down there at some point.
Yes,
too.
right.
Yeah, that has. Anything else?
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Joe?
Marlene, of course. Good luck to you. I hope you fully enjoy the upcoming events that you're going to participate in, prom, senior trip, and of course the festivities of graduation itself. I do have a couple other things. If Marley had mentioned, and I'm just curious, obviously for follow-up for a future date, if you could just give us a little insight about the AP testing, what might have gone wrong there, and we can improve on that next year. And thank you for the follow-up on the machine shop humidity. That was something that came up during our walk around. I do have a question though, a little follow-up there too. even though it came in within acceptable ranges. I'm not sure what that means, but I think the main concern there is regardless of what the range might be, the reality is that during the summer months, there's rusting of equipment, and of course, that's very expensive equipment. So I think beyond looking at the ranges, looking at the reality of the humidity in the room, what we might need to do to mitigate the concerns there, because I know there's a lot of concerns. The conversation on the video, whatever the school does with the video that we're shooting, I know Rutland Cable Advisory would be more than happy to get the link for that and post it on their town channel. So that's all I have.
Good, thanks, Joe. I just have a couple items. Just a reminder, we do have a few superintendent evaluations that have not been submitted yet. I need those this week. They were due today, I think. And so please have them in tomorrow, Wednesday, because I have to sit down with Sue and put together all your comments so that you all can see, and then put all the ratings together so that you can get a cumulative look at your answers and your evaluation for the superintendent. So for me to do that, I need to have everybody's before I can start that process. So please, if you haven't done it, send it to Sue by Wednesday at the latest. If you need an extension, please let Sue know, and she'll let me know so that I can schedule my time to be able to do that. Okay, so I'm being a little selfish about this because I have to schedule, it takes a few hours to sit down and go through all of this stuff. Golf tournament, May 21. For those of you who golf or don't golf, it's a great day. 1 o'clock, shotgun at Heritage Country Club. So if you have a chance to join us out there. Last year, Docky won it, I think, with a 25 over. Yeah. Right. Well, that was pitch and putt. So the four of us, Al's on that team, Tim and Doc and I, will be out there cheating as much as we can. And then graduation. If you have the opportunity, I know it was nice to see folks last year for graduation. If you have an opportunity to make it again this year, it's going to be on 5th.
Yeah, 6 o'clock, Mr. Cloutier, kickoff graduation.
Yes, door opens
Yeah,
at 5.
We
Get
open
everyone in
at
at 6 o'clock. So if it's full.
Okay. All right, cool. DCU. Right.
Yes, correct, DC.
DCU. And we can park across the street at the major.
Yeah, Major Taylor, correct? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's diagonally across the street. It's a nice parking garage.
Above Masco.
Right, above Mesco, right, okay. All right, that's all I have. We're gonna go into executive session. School committee will vote to move into executive session to conduct collective bargaining session. Yeah. Okay.
Go into executive session and close it at the same time.
Correct. All right, let me start over there. School committee vote, we're gonna go into executive session. The school committee will vote to move into executive session to conduct collective bargaining sessions, or contract negotiations with non-union personnel. We need a motion before we do a roll call,
Say not to return to.
and not to return to a regular scheduled meeting. So I need a motion. Jim, did I do this right?
Yep, you did.
Okay. First time in 2 years.
Once you got the coming out of it, not coming out to adjourn or coming out to adjourn, that whatever.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you needed, you got it, so yeah.
Got it.
And I'll make the motion.
All right.
I'll second it.
All right, Tim second, all in favor?
Aye.
Do roll call, roll call, I got it.
Joseph Becker,
Aye.
Al Bielek.
Yep.
Jim Caldwell,
Aye.
Donald Erickson,
Yeah,
Jesselyn Goshen, Donald Gillette,
Yes.
David Grenier,
Yes.
Ellen Lancy. Yes. Don Montville, Amber Yes. John Pulaski,
Yeah, before we go.
Valerie Gray,
Yes.
Peter Shore,
Yes.
Tim Shore.
Yes.
Robert Tremblay,
Yes.
Robert Wilby, Brett Zukoski.
Yes.